explore a century of important Black American heritage. Voices lifted clear and proud in historic Columbus, Georgia. Nestled on the banks of the Chattahoochee River, Columbus was and is a gathering place, a vibrant hub of African American life with many stories to tell. We invite you to come and listen. Since at least 1750, and probably long before, Blacks were inhabitants of this land. So it's no surprise that the Black community in Columbus would become one of the oldest in the interior of the southeastern United States, and one rich with history. Here in the days following emancipation, a rich Black social structure was born and flourished. Communities of skilled tradesmen and teachers, ministers and seamstresses, doctors and nurses all thrived, creating a network of neighborhoods and individuals that would contribute to the development of Columbus and the Chattahoochee Valley region. Men like Horace King, who rose from slavery to become one of the most respected master bridge builders in Georgia and the South. It was over the Horace King Bridge here on the Chattahoochee that Blacks from Phoenix City and rural Alabama would cross into Columbus and congregate at Kinfolk's Corner to sell produce and to gather for fellowship with friends old and new. Another Black resident to rise to prominence was Thomas "Blind Tom" Wiggins, a slave who possessed the remarkable ability to reproduce note for note any music that he heard. His piano performances at what would become the Springer Opera House were soon thrilling audiences throughout America and Europe. Soon to follow in his footsteps was Gertrude Pritchett, none other than Ma Rainey, the undisputed mother of the blues, whose career would bring her into the international spotlight. Her restored home today is a blues museum. A visit to the Port Columbus National Civil War Naval Museum brings to mind Columbus's military prominence, and to Columbus's Eugene Bullard, who would become the first Black combat aviator in the world. The new world-class National Infantry Museum and Soldier Center sits just outside Fort Benning, the home of the infantry. Its immersive and engaging displays showcase the contributions of the infantry soldier in protecting our nation's freedom for more than 230 years. Acclaimed artist Alma Thomas's work can be seen at the Columbus Museum and in collections throughout the world. Her Rose Hill home served as inspiration for her work. Philanthropist Elizabeth Lunsford donated the money for the first Black USO in the world at Columbus's Pierce Auditorium, also known as Magic Corner. Lunsford's beautiful Winton home provided respite for many travelers, like Jackie Robinson. Columbus's rich Black heritage is evident in other prominent landmarks and prominent faces. The Liberty Theater, an entertainment hall for movies and an amazing array of musical performers, like Cab Calloway, Lena Horne, and Louis Armstrong. The Liberty Stage remains vibrant to this day as a home for innovative community theater and traveling stage shows. The Claflin School, the first school for Blacks in Columbus, and its predecessors for older students, the Low School. Spencer High School, named for African American school supervisor William H. Spencer, whose home is listed on the National Historic Register. The Civil Rights era would brand other Columbus names into our nation's history, like Dr. Thomas Brewer, whose life's work and tragic shooting death is featured in the CBS documentary Eyes on the Prize. Historian and author John Henrik Clarke, who launched the Harlem Renaissance, and the Reverend Primus King, whose brave challenge at the ballot box won for blacks in Georgia the right to vote. Porterdale Cemetery, an outgrowth of an old slave cemetery where Ma Rainey and Primus King are buried. The rich architecture of Columbus's historic black churches is evident in the beautiful sanctuary of St. James AME Church. Friendship Baptist and the 4th Street Baptist Church also display fine craftsmanship. At St. James AME Church, the intricate hand-carved doors were produced by African-American artisans who were slaves at the time the doors were made. Booker T. Washington once spoke at St. James to praise the efforts of local black educators. And the heritage lives on in the black voices of today, whose names will become a part of tomorrow's history. We invite you to make Columbus, Georgia your next meeting destination and experience this rich history firsthand. We'll cater to your every meeting and after-hour event need. From large gatherings in the historic Columbus, Georgia Convention and Trade Center, to the Liberty Theater, the Springer Opera House, and many other historic venues of prominence to Black American heritage. Your group will enjoy the many unique attractions the area has to offer, like the Columbus Entertainment District, where outdoor cafes, an assortment of pubs, specialty shops, and live entertainment will provide the perfect place to unwind at the end of a busy day. So call or log on to the Columbus Convention and Visitors Bureau. Take advantage of our free meeting planning services and let our talented professionals help you get started today. This vibrant city has abundant, flexible, and affordable meeting facilities, restaurants, and accommodations, all wrapped up in Columbus's warm Southern hospitality. We look forward to seeing you and your group in historic Columbus, Georgia.